So today we're going to talk about typing with students. So if I open up Pages here, and you can hit plus to make a new document. You can choose which landscape you would like, or you can create a book. So if I were to do like a daily journal or something like that, I might want a blank landscape for a book. Okay, so I can go ahead and delete these pages by just tapping on them. And delete, tap, delete, blank book. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here and I can title it. So, Stephanie's journal. Now the first thing I want to talk about is how my screen is set up. So it's hard for me to type with my screen set this way. So when you're working with kids, ask them to turn over their device so that they can use both hands when they're typing. So if this was my daily journal, down here I would select the plus sign and I can add a blank page, the plus up at the top, and I'd go over to shapes and add text. So this is my text box. So if students had handwritten something, they could type this in here. So I'm going to type a little quote that I had.
There's
start a
plenty
file.
of free, so.
Okay. So as you can see, when I'm doing touch typing, I'm using both hands. When I type. So when students type with the device this way, they often want to put one hand behind the device like this and hold it, and then they're only using one hand to type, mostly their dominant hand. We want to get them comfortable with touch typing and using both hands for typing. So if I go back page, I can click that text box and I can keep going. It also will give them suggestions up at the top. So with my text box, as you can see, it wasn't big enough, so my words went away. Just grab the blueberry and I can make it any size that I would like. Can also highlight the text and hit the paintbrush, text, and I can choose different font, a different size, can move it around. Anything that will make the text fit better on the page. Another cool trick is when you are in your text box and you made a mistake, you can hit the space bar and easily go to where your mistake was. So there's my mistake. I can add and easily fix it without having to, try and get that space bar exactly where I want it. So you have space bar and then you can move it anywhere on the page. And here's another one. Okay. So that's just quickly a couple things to go over with your students. Make sure that the iPad is down like this and not upright when typing, so that they are using both hands, and remind them to use both hands because often they'll just want to leave their non-dominant hand off of the keyboard. So hope that helps.